Hello everybody, and welcome back to Nerd Incognito. Today we are playing WubWub, the standard variant of the Marauder 2C chassis. You can see I've decked it out in the woodland camo, a couple of decals on the side, just to make it a little bit unique. Although not terribly unique because they are the decals I believe that came with the chassis when I bought it. I am generally too cheap to buy many of the decals, but this became one of my favorite mechs once the Marauder 2C chassis came out. It was a close tie between this and the one I call Gat Gat WubWub, which is the Marauder 2C variant. It seemed like the logical fit, and here let's jump over to the mech lab and I'll show you how I've got it outfitted. The logical fit for me with the Marauder 2C seemed to be with medium pulse lasers. They just hit that sweet spot for lots of damage. It could boat them. They are a little bit hot, I will admit, but the damage it can put out is absolutely phenomenal. So you'll see I have 9 medium pulse lasers equipped on this, grouped into one set of 4 and one set of 5, left and right as much as I can. So the right side is the 2 in the arm, the 1 in the torso, and then 1 of the centers, and the left is the 4 in the arm and torso, and then another 1 in the center. So I've got this equipped with the Clan XL 400, which is the largest engine that it can manage. That has it going 82 kilometers per hour, which is incredibly fast in an assault mech. I absolutely love it moving this fast. It lets you reposition very, very quickly, and always get nice up and close to your enemy. The trick, of course, is keeping a build like this cool enough that you can continue to put out the damage. And you'll see that not only have I stocked the full 6 heat sinks you can fit into an XL400, but I've also put 2 heat sinks in the right arm, 2 heat sinks in the right torso, the same in the left arm and left torso, and then another pair into the feet. These, of course, come in handy in the feet. If you're standing in water at any point, you do lose your heat a little bit faster. But more than anything, it's where I could fit them. There is a targeting computer Mark 1 in the head as well. This just boosts the range of your lasers a little bit. It used to give an absolutely great bonus to your critical chance as well. They've since pared that back, and that's fair. The targeting computer Mark 1 gave what was perhaps an unfair critical advantage for its weight and its cost. So I can see why they pulled that back a bit. I did shave 22 armor from each of the legs and 11 armor from each of the arms. I would rather have left the arms at full strength, but again, the double heat sinks at a build that's already running at 1.1 out of 2 for heat management, it can be very hot, and I just wanted to make sure I crammed as many heat sinks as I could into this beast. So let's pop over to the modules quickly. I do have this equipped with the advanced seismic sensor and radar deprivation. These are, kind of your go-to modules for anything that's going to be in the action. I do want radar deprivation for avoiding the long-range missiles whenever possible, and the advanced seismic sensor I've found to be absolutely wonderful in a brawl. It helps me keep an eye on what's going on behind me, and I can kind of see behind cover before popping out. So it is absolutely wonderful. For the consumables, I have the Coolshot 9x9 and the improved UAV. And I guess I should mention for the weapon modules, I have the Clan Medium Pulse Laser Range 5, and that just gives me a little bit more distance in my shooting. I do have one empty slot here. You could, I suppose, if you wanted to, spend the 3 million and the necessary experience to unlock the Clan Medium Pulse Laser cooldown as well. But again, given how hot this build really runs, I don't know if I could shoot them that much more often anyway, so I think it's good this way. So if you just take a quick look at the mech, you can kind of see how it's outfitted. There is one high mount laser. You could arguably set this high mount laser to have its own firing group. I don't bother with that. I just put it as part of the rest of them. And you could, if you wanted to, again, set the arms as their own firing group in case you need to aim upward, but I haven't bothered with that either. I keep it pretty set left and right. That helps me with poking around cover to the left and right. I don't really use this mech for a lot of hill humping, so it fits my play style more than anything. Other than that, it's a great looking mech. I love this design. It's pretty, with or without the camo. It's just great looking. My 7-year-old likes to say that it's got all these lovely jets on the back that he adores. So, well, let's hop onto the battlefield and you can see how it performs. So here we are on domination mode in Frozen City. I'm moving into the circle, as you can see, kind of waiting for the assaults to catch up. I'm not sure where the rest of them were. Looks like behind me. But I definitely wanted to give some support outside in the circle. And that did mean pushing forward a little bit. Now, I will freely admit that this is one of the things that gets me into trouble more often than anything, that push out before I've got the support that I necessarily need. But I'm in a big enough assault at this point and can put out enough damage on my own that I'm fairly safe here for the moment. Now when I came down into the circle, there was something firing at me from Echo 6. Definitely AC fire, but right now I'm focused in on this, on Charlie here. It's a Nova, and the kind of Nova I like to play with 12 small lasers, so it can do a lot of damage, but it certainly has a weak spot in that all you have to do is take off the arms, and it's immediately weaponless, so that's kind of my goal with that. Now I'm trying to peek around here and see exactly what's firing at me with ACs. And it looks like it is a Jade Kite, and it looks like they're all AC2s. So I call on the rest of the team, see if anyone long range or anyone quicker than I am can go and pick him up, and then just try and use that large piece of cover there to block me from his view. Meanwhile, it looks like another one of my teammates here is chasing Delta around. I'm going to try and get in some shots on him. And there he is. And he's turning around to give me his back, so I take it, and down he goes. Nice kill. Now you can see there's some activity on my seismic sensor. Oh, there's a Timberwolf with an SRM loadout. So I'm going to try and take off his right and left torsos if I can, those big Mickey Mouse ears that stick up, but he's ducked back into cover for now. I do see this arm sticking out of cover, though I'm not sure what exactly that is. But let's shoot it off. Yeah, there's that damn Timberwolf again. There he is. Let's see if we can get that torso. Not quite, I don't think. Oh, there's the Nova again. Okay. Try not to shoot my teammates too much. But there is a priority target, an Atlas. So, yeah, my team's going to need help with that. So I'm going to pop a UAV here. I'm going to go down and help them with the Atlas.
New target acquired.
And he is down to just an AC-20, so I'm turning around again. There's a Charlie, that Nova, behind cover. There's someone else up there. And there's that Timberwolf again, so there goes his arm.
New target acquired.
Oh, and the torso. Good. That'll be a good chunk of his weapons gone then. We'll follow up and see if we can't get the kill on him too, but I really want to watch my flank here.
I'd pop a UAV, guys.
There he is.
Torso critical damage.
Not quite. Nope, there's the Nova again.
Acquired.
Or another Nova. There we go. Timberwolf finally went down. Good.
That's the first time I've been really happy about that invisible wall problem.
So at this point we're definitely ahead. But I do still want to be careful. I'd rather not lose that left torso. And it is definitely opened up, so just being a little bit careful here. And we will pop that Nova again. There he goes. And there's a Locust, which might be the last one here. Legged. And he goes down too.
Nicely played, guys.
Good game.
796 damage. 3 kills I'll get credit for, but 4 kill most damage dealt. A little bit of team damage in there. These things do happen. And that puts me very much at the top of the pile so far as damage goes for this particular game, but looks like most of us really did our jobs. Got in there, got some damage done. Nice.
So here we are on Conquest mode in the Alpine Peaks. Conquest mode definitely isn't one of my favorite modes in an assault mech, although the speed of the Marauder 2C really does help on that. And Alpine Peaks isn't one of my favorite maps because of the current GOS PPC meta. So nonetheless, here I am going to capture Epsilon, keeping an eye over there just to make sure that I'm not taking too much fire and using this as a bit of a blocker. Fortunately, the rest of my team is coming in to back me up pretty quick here. You can see my Lance coming in with me. Get a bit of a better sense of the map. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Alpine Peaks, and it is not one of my more familiar maps. It all looks like a whole bunch of snow-covered mountains to me. So I am going to peek around here and just take a look at the other capture point, see if I see anyone taking it, and just wait for everyone else to push up and into position before I head out. So it looks like I can see an enemy in the distance going to take over Sigma there. And there he goes. I'm going to throw a little bit of fire down on there, but I'm still too far away to do any good. So just keep moving forward with the rest of my team.
Contact I7, I6 area.
And maybe we'll see if we can't catch him when he comes back out of Sigma. Meanwhile, I'm guessing the rest of their team is probably around Theta, so I don't want to overexpose on this hill too much.
Target acquired.
I can see my teammates throwing down some LRMs, and there's a few shots in at that guy leaving Sigma, but it looks like he's got some teammates that are moving in as well. There's a Locust. I can't tell offhand what the other two are, but they're definitely moving in, so I'm starting to take a little too much fire from right here, so I think I might reposition. We'll go around the backfield and see what other shots I can get here. Sadly, there are a whole bunch of big snowy mountains in front of me. Surprise, surprise.
New target acquired.
Now I do see some of the bigger guys coming up on our flank here.
New target acquired.
But again, that GOS PPC meta makes me probably a little more defensive than I should be. I should be really swinging out on that flank right now and hitting them, and instead I'm kind of sitting here looking at a snowbank. It's pretty and all, but not that pretty. So I will eventually start moving up here on the right, seeing what I can get a shot at.
New target acquired.
Get that spider full in the chest.
Acquired.
That's good. Looks like he is open. There's a supernova here who's just about to lose a torso. So I'm going to try and help him along with that.
New target acquired.
But they are definitely pushing up on this side. And there's a catapult coming over the hill. I will do my best to take off his weapons before he can do much.
Heat level critical.
Nice big targets. But I am definitely getting a little warm. I think I've popped my cool shot by this point, which is unfortunate because I now see this great big Marauder flank in front of me. As much as I love the Marauder, both the regular one and the 2C, that flank is just enormous. Gives you lots of time to try and hit a torso. But I am taking fire from that supernova over on my own left flank, so I'm going to back up a little bit. Let the terrain provide me with some of the cover that I need and cool down. And then we'll sally forth again. Now I've popped a UAV. I can see that there's some lights over behind and to our left. A little bit more to that spider. He's just a bit too quick for me. Someone that supernova in the distance. And there's that marauder again, so I'm going to do my best to take him down. And there he goes.
New target acquired.
Our foes are halfway to victory.
Left torso critical damage. Heat sink destroyed.
Getting some more shots, but it is becoming very, very clear to me
New target acquired.
that our team is split. And I do not have the kind of backup that I need right here. I get the feeling this is going to be the end of me. So we will lay some more fire down on that supernova there. Definitely try and suppress the support mechs he has with him. But it is not looking good. See on my seismic sensor, I still got plenty of action around me.
New target
My left torso is open.
Target spotted.
Oh, there we go. Something to shoot at.
Heat sink destroyed.
Halfway there.
New target acquired.
Yeah, and I definitely don't have the kind of support I'm going to need for this situation, so I get the feeling what I really need to do right now is put down as much damage as I can. There I am overheating again. You can see the potential downfall of those 9 medium pulse lasers. They do generate a hell of a lot of heat, even though it looks like I've lost a couple of them now, but I'm still trying to lay down that fire as much as I can. Get that damage in, hopefully my team can clean up on it. And there I go. Still 831 damage, 2 kills. That is not so bad. Why don't we see this match through to the end?
There's so many alive that weren't in the same.
Still looks pretty close, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna bring it back on caps. So we probably have a loss coming one way or the other. Still, let's see how many of them we can take down on the way. Now my Timberwolf buddy here, running the nice metal laser loadout for the Timberwolf. Clearly with some jump jets as well. I do prefer the SRM versions of the Timberwolf, but there's nothing wrong with the laser vomit version either.
Target spotted.
Oh, there they are. Get some shots down into him, but both of his torsos and his center core are nearly gone. So he really can't risk a lot of damage here. There goes one of the torsos, taking one of those large pulse lasers with him, and there goes his center as well. Let's see who we got left.
Heat level critical.
Nobody, it looks like. So a good game to our opponents. That is a loss, unfortunately, but 831 damage is nothing to sneeze at, and 2 kills. That's good. 201,000 C-bills. And how'd the rest of the team do? So we're definitely up there. Good. That was a great match. Really shows the power of this build, alright. So we are back in the mech lab for some final thoughts with WubWub, our standard variant of the Marauder 2C chassis. Some great games, and it shows the power that this mech can have when you put 9 medium pulse lasers on it. It also shows the heat. You would have seen a couple of unfortunate shutdowns when I pushed too far, but if you're disciplined, you can make this mech work. And you can really surprise your enemies with that speed, and you can get where the action is quickly, do a lot of damage, and get back out if you're really careful. So it is a fantastic mech. The Marauder 2C chassis as a whole is a fantastic mech. And I do encourage you to pick it up if you haven't already. I think it's due out for C-bills very soon here. So that's all from me. Please like the video. Leave any comments. I'd love to have a chat with you. And visit me at www.nerdincognito.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/thenerdincognito. Follow me. I post lots of interesting, random, nerdy stuff. It's not all MWO, but there is some of that mixed in here. And I hope to see you all again next time.